So I am making a simple ground beef, well, maybe not too simple for everybody, but for me it is a ground beef meal. I was trying to utilize everything that I have in my refrigerator slash freezer. So this right here is frozen chicken broth. I'm gonna make kind of like a stew, a ground beef stew with carrots. I had some of these carrots, so I decided to cut them up, slice them, and then I've got lots of onion, garlic in here. It's gonna all simmer, and we're gonna add some chipotle chilies to it. I'm gonna add some potatoes. I have some frozen green beans, some frozen carrots. We're just gonna let it simmer. Could have put a twist on it and add some extra flavors like some sazon, you know, just to make as much flavor as possible. And then I'm going to make a Spanish rice, and I'll show you how I do that. I'll show you the end product. I just wanted to show you whenever I boil chicken to make like chicken tacos or anything I need chicken, I shred the chicken, I save the broth because this stuff is good. Like, don't waste it. I usually will use it to make my Mexican rice or something like this, where I don't want to waste all the ingredients that I use to boil my meat or beef, like garlic, onion. Everything is in this broth. So it's simmering right now. I'm going to let it all melt together, and then I'm going to add the other ingredients like the chipotle and everything else that I need to add, and I'll share that later. So we're preparing to add the chipotle. These are the chipotle peppers. They're actually smoked jalapenos in like adobo sauce, which is really good. So like a smoky flavor. Adds a lot of wonderful flavor to your dishes. So I'm gonna finely chop this up so that we're not biting into big old jalapenos. So I wanted to just share with you that. Okay, so I'm gonna add my sazon packets to flavor the stew. Oops. Yikes. We are going to add the chipotle that I chopped up. Not too much. I don't want it to be too spicy, but it adds a really nice smoky flavor. And we're gonna let this simmer, and then I'm gonna add the vegetables such as little chunks of potato, carrots. I've got frozen peas, corn, and that stuff. And we'll let this simmer for a good, probably 25 minutes. Okay, so I also had in the refrigerator a little bit of pico de gallo, which is tomato, onion, cilantro, some jalapenos, little diced. I decided to throw that in there. I'm ready to add my potatoes. I have 2 potatoes cubed. I'm ready to add my carrots. So we will let this simmer for maybe 10-15 minutes before I add the green beans and some peas. And then after this dish is completed, I will make the Mexican rice. Okay, so now I'm going to make the Mexican rice. We put a little bit of vegetable oil here. It's not traditional, but this is the way my mother made hers. We add some cumin seeds, and we like to just add a little bit just to fry it. It really brings out the cumin flavor out. And then we have 2 cups of rice. I love extra rice to have for a few days after. The rice is actually even better the next day. So that's 2 cups. We're gonna brown it. I'm gonna brown the rice until I get the right color, until the grains are white and not translucent. Okay, now we're getting to the color of the rice that I like. I don't like it to get too brown. You want to keep stirring it, frying it, if you will. Just burn it. Go from translucent to white or light brown before you start adding things. Now I'm going to add my chopped onion. I love onion to my rice. And I like to fry it with the rice. Just for a few seconds, not quite a minute. Just let the onions get a little transparent. Just keep stirring it. We're gonna add our water. So I have 2 cups of rice, and you're gonna add 4 cups of water. I've been making rice for almost 30 years now, and this is how I make it pretty much every time. So you wanna add the water. We're gonna add some tomato sauce. Usually I grate fresh tomato, but I had tomato sauce, so we're gonna use that. Stir. I'm adding my garlic. I'm gonna add my Knorr's chicken bouillon. I don't measure. I'm just used to what's right for my 2 cups. Stir. We're gonna bring to a boil. I'm gonna taste it first to make sure I have exactly. Let me get the rice out of the way. It needs more. Sorry, in one hand, I'm trying to cook. Now, bring to a boil. Once you bring it to a boil, then we will put it on low for 25 minutes, and then it will be done. Okay, so the rice is boiling. I turned it all the way low. I'm gonna cover it. 25 minutes. Our stew, ground beef, Mexican style stew is done. That's it. Ta-da! Okay, so the rice is done. This is the consistency I like. So if you do 2 cups of raw rice, you're gonna use 4 cups of water. If you want to do 1 cup of raw rice, you're going to do 2 cups of water, and you'll get this consistency if you cook it on low for 25 minutes. The stew is ready. I'm going to add some cilantro and warm up some corn tortillas, and I'm going to put the meal together. I also have an avocado, so I will go ahead and slice this up, and again, it's just about utilizing what you have in the refrigerator / freezer at the time.